Okay, so I'm going to be showing you some of the workouts that are the favorites from my studio. The first workout is called Spartacus, and all you need is a pair of dumbbells. There's a series of 10 exercises. So what I would love for you to do is either on your phone, or you can get a little gym boss, or you could have a clock. I want you to time yourself. We're going to do intervals. Set your little interval timer for 45, 15, or change it up. You don't have to do that. You could do 30 seconds on and 10 seconds off. There are no rules, except the ones I described in the foundational video. Please make sure you watch that. So I'm going to go show you each exercise, and you can have fun with this. This is called Spartacus. First exercise is a goblet squat. So you're going to hold your dumbbell like a goblet. You could even have two. It's totally up to you. Now, how you do this is going to depend on your range of motion. If you're just starting, maybe you're here. But if you are experienced, come on down and push. With your elbows, your knees away, and then push your knees in. So your squat would look like this. Push. Down. That's a goblet squat. Like I said, you don't need to go all the way down. You could be right there. That's your first exercise, the goblet squat. Second exercise is a mountain climber. Keep in mind, you want your hands directly under your shoulders, and all the weights in your hand, is right along here to keep the weight out of your wrists. So watch your hands, that your hands are nice, spread out, and that the weight is right here and the root knuckles of your fingers. Mountain climbers. Hands right underneath your shoulders, and just bring your knees in like you're climbing a mountain. If you get tired, child's pose and come back. Otherwise, go. The next exercise we're going to do is a single arm swing. So I showed you the hip drive in the foundational exercise video. So we're going to use one hand, it looks pretty cool, and flip it to the other hand and do a single arm swing. Now remember, this is all about the hip drive. So our palm is towards the mirror. We hip drive, give it a little flip. Don't be afraid to do this. I'm using my hips to create the power, and it's a little coordination to get the weight flipping around, but practice it. Single arm swing. Our next exercise is a rotational push-up or a T push-up. If you're new to push-ups, take the push-up out or do them on your knees. Okay, here is the T push-up. We can do elbows out push-up, rotate, and then turn around. Push up, rotate, come back. You can do it on one foot. Woo! T push-up. Next exercise is a reverse lunge, or if you want to take it up a notch, we're going to do a split squat jump. Okay, if you're new to lunges for the split squat jump, you may just want to reverse lunge. If not, have some fun. You can even punch. That's fun. Our next exercise is that sneaky side lunge. So I want you to be really mindful that you hinge at your hips and you keep your knee back. It doesn't go over your toe. We have our weights in our hand. We're just going to step out and step back. Out and back. Watch your knees. Hinge at your hips. Side lunge. The next exercise is a back row. If you've done a lot of yoga, you'll find this one easy, but I want you to pay super attention to keeping your back incredibly straight during this exercise and using your back to pull the weights. So you're going to make sure that your back is completely straight and that you're bent over. I'm going to soften my knees, take my torso forward. Here are my weights, palms away. I pull, squeezing my shoulder blades together. These are light weights, so I could probably go pretty fast. So if your weights are light, go fast, and if they're heavy, go slowly. That's a back row. The next exercise is one of my favorites. We're going to be in a plank and go from high plank to low plank over and over again. Sometimes I call this the down, down, up, up. It's really fun. You may need to start doing this one on your knees. No problem. Just start wherever you're at. This is the high to low plank. So you're going to be in a high plank, and like I said, you might need to be on your knees for this. And you're going to go down into a low plank. Then back up to a high plank. Now, to make it more doable, take your feet out. Harder, take your feet in. Have fun. Our next exercise we're going to do is a front lunge with a rotation. When you rotate, whenever you're rotating, make sure you're rotating your upper spine and not your lower spine. Think of your lower spine as being sort of the roots of the tree of your spine, right? And you don't want to twist at the roots, you want to twist at the limbs. So I'm going to step out with my right foot and rotate. Come back, step out with my left foot. Rotate. Again, rotating the upper spine, using the weight for a little bit of resistance. It's really fun. That's a front lunge with a rotation. Our next exercise is a push press. You can always use your legs if your arms get tired doing this exercise. You're going to be pushing with your shoulders, but sometimes we get a little burnt out and we need to do a little squat to help it. You're just going to bring your weights up here, palms away. You can do it like this if you'd like. And press. Now, if your weights are too heavy, you can always sit in a squat and push them up. Otherwise, stay here. That's a push press. The last exercise in this circuit is by far my favorite, if I had to pick a favorite, because there are so many variations. We're going to do a burpee, and I want you to do it at your own pace, at your own level. Maybe you need to walk it out, walk every move, and maybe you're a maniac and you can do a tuck jump at the end. I want you to work at whatever level you're at and have a lot of fun with the burpees. Let me break it down a little bit. First thing, plank, up, stand, back, and stand. Then you can add a little jump. Jump back, then jump up. Then you can add a push-up. Then you can add anything you want. Burpees. I hope you enjoy the Spartacus workout. You can do that 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, rest for 2 minutes. You can do that 3 times and become a beast. Don't forget, you can change the intervals going 30 seconds and 10 seconds. You can just try to get through it 1 time, and then maybe next week you get through it 2 times. Play with it, have fun, and enjoy those burpees.